How are you good people doing? Hope you guys are all doing good. Hope you guys are all having a good evening. Yeah, I know you guys are thinking like, what in the world? Yeah, I told you I'm going to get better at putting some stuff together in a way to where whenever I do plan to go live or do go live, I will kind of throw it out there and so you guys can know ahead of time. But yeah, I just wanted to go really quick as I just sent my guy a message because there was a video that went up here. You guys can all see by the title right there that this is going to be a video that's going to be pretty touchy for some people. But I just feel that in this particular case that where we're at right now in today's society, people are scared to speak up and speak out about what they believe and what they don't believe, et cetera, et cetera. Also, people seem to be really confused about the truth. Okay. So anyway, make sure you guys hit that like button so this video can be circulated within the YouTube algorithm if you don't mind doing that. And also it keeps YouTube recommending my material to you. Appreciate you guys all being here in the house. I see there's a lot of you guys in here. Dark Admiral's in the house. No filters in the house. Maria, Sue, always good to hear from you. Gunny is in the house. Said I ain't here for your face, cuz. Yeah. Jungle J is in the house. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you guys. This is a clip, and I'm not going to play the whole entire thing. I'm going to play some pieces from it. And this is Brandon Tatum, my good friend of mine, is on went on Piers Morgan show, and he got into it and he triggered a guy that was he triggered a dude that's gay because Brandon Tatum pretty much told him how he felt about, you know, Dylan Mulvaney, pretty much. Now, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to do it this particular way like this. I might keep it like this right here where I'm smaller, if that's okay with you guys, or would you rather see it like this? Would y'all rather see it this way? Or would y'all rather see it this way? So, okay, number one or number two, which way would you guys like to see this? I'll give you guys a second. And while y'all are taking a second to the new people that are just jumping in here, if y'all don't mind hitting that thumbs up button, YouTube trolls and all that, and YouTube AI and YouTube moderators, what's up? Don't worry. You're not going to hear any hate speech from me. Okay, it's a lot of y'all saying number two. Two seems to be winning right now. I only see one number one. I got two number ones, but everybody else is throwing out the twos. It seems like two is going to be winning this. So two is easy. So wait a minute. Two is easier to see. So this is easier right here. Okay. Two is easier to see. Oh no, it's fine. Dark. No, that's why I ask you guys. Look, you guys, I can see it pretty good myself. You guys are going to be the ones seeing it. So what we're going to do, we're going to get into it. And pretty much somebody said, show it again. Binary B. Okay, here's number one binary. This is number one, and this is number two. Now, let me see something here. No, that's not going to work. I was going to say there is a way that I can possibly get myself on the screen and y'all can see the whole thing together, but I don't know if that's going to distract away from it. But it seems like number two is going to be the winner right here. So let me go ahead and get this little banner off the screen so you guys can possibly see more. Matter of fact, I tell you guys what, let me see if this makes a difference if I do this too. Boom. Let me see. No. We're going to still, okay, so we'll keep it this way right here. So anyway, I'm not going to hold y'all no much longer. Let me get rid of this banner here, and we'll get ready to get into it. And you're going to see what's going to happen here, and it's going to be some pausing to you. So be warned.
Despite until
because the brain is
20s identifying as a man, because she was born a biological man. Brandon, I mean, it's complicated. I have nothing but respect for people who transition, for transgender people. I want them to have the rights to fairness and equality.
I'm sure you wouldn't have stopped Riley from misgendering.
Hang on, I'm going to come to that.
That's clearly not true.
I didn't misgender her.
No, but you would have stopped her from doing that on your program.
Well, okay, we'll come to you in a moment, James. Just wait. But Brandon, there's all these issues, misgendering and so on. What do you make of the wider thing of Dylan Mulvaney, this cultural phenomenon now in America?
Now, you guys all know who Dylan Mulvaney is. You guys all know who Dylan Mulvaney is. Let me see something here. I don't know if this is going to work this way, y'all, because I don't know if I'm able to do this right here. Let's see if I do a motion like this, boom. And I don't know if y'all will be able to hear it, though. That's going to be the issue. if I shrink myself down like this and move them over like that, I don't know, maybe, yeah. What do y'all think? Matter of fact, I don't even know what it looks like on y'all's side for me to be saying all this. I have no idea how that looks on you to you guys. Nah, we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it like I have it right here. I'll just pop that back out. So yeah, we'll just keep it like this. Let me put myself back in the screen here, but I'm gonna roll back into this, ladies and gentlemen. So if you don't know, Dylan Mulvaney is the one that caused a huge outrage when he made a mockery of women. And what y'all don't understand is that when Dylan Mulvaney did that, a lot of men are the reason why Budweiser was mainly boycotted. Women helped out too, but mainly men, because we felt, I'm gonna make myself a little bigger so I can let y'all know, we felt that Dylan Mulvaney was mocking women. It had nothing to do with Dylan Mulvaney being trans. We just felt that he was making a mockery of women. He was like, oh my God, guys, so I have I have some Budweisers for us, and they said March Madness, and I was thinking, like, is that like a bunch of like people that are crazy out like having marches? Like, what is it? And I heard it's something about a basketball game, and it pissed a lot of people off. Like I said, it has nothing to do with the fact that he is saying that he's trans or anything like that. It has everything to do with the fact that he was mocking women. And let's get back to the video. I just want to give you all a little bit of context before we go into it. All right.
America, basically sending up what it means to be a woman.
I think it's absolutely appalling to give credit and credence to a person who's mocking women. Dylan Mulvaney, I don't think is serious whatsoever. You got a gay man who has a lust for fame, fortune, and what does he do? If it's being gay is not working out for you, you become trans and you try to make a lot of money, which is what Dylan Mulvaney has done. Dylan Mulvaney is not an example of women. He's not even trying to be a woman. He walks around with a 5 o'clock shadow and dresses up in women's clothes and mocks women. He's berating women. I have never in my life seen a woman act like Dylan Mulvaney. Not one person on this panel can show me a woman that's as flamboyant and radical and twitching and twisting and acting like Dylan Mulvaney.
Are you insane? Did you watch the Barbie movie? What are you talking about?
And here's, ladies and gentlemen, where I got to jump in there. Did this dude just say, oh my God, are you insane? Did you not watch the Barbie movie? The Barbie movie. The Barbie movie. The Barbie. His defense and his argument was, did Brandon Tatum not watch the Barbie movie? We're talking real life. Real life. What the heck is he talking about? And right now, again, Brandon Tatum is completely getting this dude, because this dude is I know, look, he's getting triggered because the fact that he's talking about somebody that's of this guy's lifestyle, and that's the reason why he's getting triggered. But Brandon Tatum said exactly what I just got done saying about when we first got pissed off at Dylan Mulvaney for what he did. Anyway, let's continue on with the video.
What, and who are you to talk about who a woman is? You're a man. This is absolutely nonsense.
Who are you to talk about?
I'm not telling anyone who a woman is, but I'm certainly not telling someone who isn't a woman.
I've never seen a woman.
Do you think Dylan Mulvaney is doing women a favor with this?
Do you know what? Dylan Mulvaney is speaking to a huge generation of which none of you understand. Like, you guys are over.
That is my generation.
I don't know any woman, I've got to say, of any age who thinks that anything other than Dylan Mulvaney is taking the piss.
Nonsense. Well, so you don't know any woman under the age of what, 40?
I know lots of women under 40. Yeah.
Right, and you think they all think Dylan is taking the piss?
Yes, they do.
No, that's insane.
The ones
I will say, you've sat here on your show and you've bashed Madonna and Sam Smith and all of these other icons. So Dylan
icons
just joins,
to you, they're not to me.
Dylan just joins them in the whole.
But the central allegation, James, is that what she does, and this, I think, this video clip is.
For one, I'm going to tell y'all right now, I'm quite surprised that Piers Morgan is, I guess, because of political reasons or whatever it may be. I'm surprised that he is even referring to Dylan Mulvaney as her. And some people didn't catch on. Somebody sent me a message here and said, what is a 5 o'clock shadow? Let me just tell you what that is. All men know what a 5 o'clock shadow is. Dylan Mulvaney knows what a 5 o'clock shadow is. If you are a man and you stand butt naked and you turn sideways to the sun, you're gonna have a 5 o'clock shadow. Well, you know, some people, like, you know, if you're black, you would have like a 6 o'clock, because, you know, it goes. I'm just messing with you. Anyway, let's get back to the video.
Absolutely indicative. She's making.
It's a pop song. Have you not seen her do a Lia music video?
To be honest with you, I haven't got the energy to get into the misgendering.
You mentioned you have no idea how difficult it is to identify as trans. Let me ask you, do you have any idea how difficult it is to be a woman in today's climate, and then to be entirely mocked by a man merely posing to be a woman?
How
do you
you
have
feel,
any
and that is not true.
idea?
That is not Dylan's intention.
Well, that's not just how I feel. There's been an avalanche. There has been an avalanche of people on TikTok, on the left and the right, coming out now saying, hold on, this is wrong. And this isn't the first time that Dylan Mulvaney has been under fire. His first days of girlhood, he came out after day 365 or whatever day it was.
You can't compel people to do that. You can't. No, you can't.
That's what they love to do, man. See what I'm saying? This is why, I mean, this is what I'm saying. This is where I feel like a lot of men, definitely in places like this, where we would have to step up and definitely put these people completely in their place, because you're not going to sit there and compel me and try to tell me what I'm going to call Dylan Mulvaney. I'm calling him a dude. He's a he. And nobody is going to be able to tell me what not to call him. You will not be able to do that. You're not going to do it at all. See, oh my God, look, it's a she. Why are you calling him a she? Dude, he, ding-a-ling, he. What you gonna do about it? Shut up and keep crying. That's it. This is what I tell y'all. Y'all just have no idea. I'm not kidding you. What y'all see me doing right now, that's literally what I do when I talk to people like that. Because I already know they're not up there trying to get to a conclusion. You just want to sit up there and argue because you feel offended. Period. This dude is literally getting ready to argue with a real woman who has mammary glands and ovaries and sites and has she has ovaries, she has a cervix, a uterus, a vagina. He about to argue with a real woman talking about you don't know. What? Okay. Where you go?
You can call Dylan
Mulvaney.
You can call Dylan Mulvaney whatever you want.
It's discrimination.
Riley Gaines, of all people.
Listen, Riley, I do sympathize with you about how difficult it is.
Riley Gaines has had to compete against biological
I want to listen to how difficult it is to be.
I never thought as a
pediatrician. We got a commercial here. Let me mute this because I don't want to hear it. Moving on.
Because I want to understand that. I know that's tough. As a gay man, I'm also a victim of the patriarchy. We all bloody are. Like, it's
look, we don't need to do the identity
I've seen the
politics.
Barbie movie.
Let me tell you something. You mentioned.
I read the book. I understand.
You mentioned discrimination.
You being a woman.
You mentioned discrimination. Let me tell you something. Do you believe that it's okay?
No one's allowing me to finish a point.
What's your point?
Am I allowed to speak?
Sure.
Okay, fine.
Dude, shut up and just say it. Shut up instead of y'all see what y'all doing. See, every time I try, shut up and just say it. Man,
what's your point? You haven't got one, have you?
Point, no, my point is, Riley, that
let me say something.
I understand how hard it is to be a woman and that you fought so hard to be a woman.
Boop, that's where I would get him at. How do you know how hard it is to be a woman when you are not a woman, sir? You don't know how hard it is to be a woman. See what I'm saying? You don't know, sir. Crazy. This dude is on something.
And I have so much empathy with that, so I can understand why it is so upsetting when, in your view, someone who isn't a woman comes along and says they are, because it undermines all of the history of what women have been through.
Yes.
But that's not a trans woman's fault. That is men's fault. Men are the problem, not Dylan, not trans women.
Men are the problem.
Except trans women are men.
Men are the. Of course, I knew it would come back to us.
That is what the problem is.
Riley?
Are you saying it's not? Are you saying you're not a victim of men? Because what are we talking about?
No, what I'm saying here is what we are suffering from as a nation. Really globally, what we're suffering from.
Have been a victim of men. That is true.
No, she's a victim. She's a victim of gay men.
Here, let me take you back. Let me tell
you. Let's just pick on all the minorities.
Look at him. He just basically look. He just said. You hear him, y'all? He just said, let's just pick on all. He said, let's just pick on the minority. Are you trying to pull a transgender version of a black card? Let's just pick on the minority. Look what y'all doing. Nah, no, keep on picking. Nobody's gonna fall for that bull crap. No, absolutely not. No. I hope keep laying it to him. Riley Gaines is doing an awesome job here. I'm absolutely loving this, man. Tatum, I sent you a text, bro. I told you I was gonna react to this. Let's keep this. Let's keep this rolling.
It's a gay man that's doing this.
You think
So
Megan's
is
a
Lia
minority?
Thomas and all
I am
these other
so
people.
done with this conversation.
Let me tell you. Let
Isn't
me
it
tell
interesting
you
how
what I'm a
James wants
victim
to
of.
control everyone's thoughts?
No, I don't. I
You
just
wanna
want everyone to
control-
have a
hang on,
nice, civilized
Hang on, you want to
conversation.
control
Piers.
everyone's speech,
Why
and
is
how
no
they
one-
speak and how they refer to people. They're not allowed to have their opinions.
Yes,
Only
they are.
you want to mansplain
not-
to women what they should be thinking, and at the same time you want to blame the
I'm not.
patriarchy.
I want everyone to be kind to everyone.
Oh no, you don't.
That's what. Yes, I
Hold
do.
on, stop right
yes,
there.
I do.
Don't even like
It is
me,
not
the
kind.
patriarchy. Want to
It
be
is-
kind to me?
It is not kind to ask a young girl to undress in front of a man. That is not kindness. What kindness
Right.
is, and if
Got him.
that's what you believe your definition of kindness is, you have a totally warped perception. And let me tell you, it's not inclusive to ask a girl like myself what happened to me and my teammates. It's not inclusive to ask us to smile and step aside and allow these men onto our podiums. That is not what inclusion is. That is exclusion. And it's exclusive to the very female athletes or women in general who Title IX in the women's sporting category was passed to protect and to honor and to celebrate and to uphold.
And
so I
Riley,
think we have
Riley,
very
for those
different
who
definitions of what kindness really is.
Right.
Got him.
So Riley, I totally agree with you. And Riley, for those who don't know what's going on with the NCAA, the National Collegiate Athletic Association in America, you're one of many athletes, female athletes, suing them for their transgender participation policy. Why?
Yeah. So basically, the NCAA, their most basic duties.
Okay,
are to
I was told to
protect
move on a little bit to where it gets to another part in here. Let's see.
You're worried about women seeing
Look,
your body?
I mentioned
Like,
nothing
what's
about.
going on?
I mentioned of our sex, and so to your point, if we want to talk about discrimination, that's exactly what my teammates and myself and my competitors and girls around the country, again at the hands of the NCAA, continue to have happen.
Well,
to
you're
them.
also discriminating. But what about lesbians? Are they allowed in your changing rooms?
They're biological women.
No, but you're talking about women.
They're
who-
women.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're women.
You're worried about women seeing your body?
Look, let me tell y'all something. I know y'all hate that I keep interrupting, but you know, you can go watch the full interview if you want to on your own, if it's pissing you off that I'm doing this. But this is what I'm saying. What you guys see going on right here, y'all know that this never happens, like hardly ever. If we get people like myself, some people like Brandon Tatum, Riley Gaines, Candace Owens, ABL, Jericho Green, Anton Daniels, we get people like that, Aaron. If we get people like that all in the room, and you got homosexuals, you got trans, you got cis and bis and kiss, you get us in the room and we bring in the truth, they don't know what to do. Because what we're saying and what we're saying to them, what we're doing is absolutely bringing the truth. They don't have these safe spaces that they can run to on YouTube. They don't have these safe spaces in like on college where they can go into a box. They don't have that. And I don't even know why they even want to call it a safe space. I just call it a retreat area to run away from the truth, because that's what they're doing. They're literally running away from the truth. Period. They don't want it. They don't want it to be brought, because you're going to see that the more we talk about it. See, that's the thing. When you have discussions or disagreements, the whole goal of the conversation that we all should be doing is for all of us to arrive at a conclusion. They don't want to arrive at a conclusion. They just want to stay on the journey. They don't want to get to the destination. They want to stay on the journey, keep hitting U-turns. Oh, we made a wrong turn. Oh, maybe this way. No. We know where we're supposed to be going. Y'all don't want to go there. Y'all trying to avoid getting to the destination, because the destination means you have arrived. And once you have arrived, you're at the final point. And they don't want to arrive to the truth. This dude just contradicted himself in so many different ways. He asked her 1 minute, so would it be discriminative if a lesbian was in your locker room? You see, this is where we're at right now with some of these folks that are complete idiots. And you go look up the word idiot. I'm using the terminology. I'm using the terminology accordingly. You are talking about a woman who thinks that she is a man, but everything about her, from her body autonomy and everything, anatomy and physiology and everything about there, is a woman, versus a man who got balls, dinglings, vas deferens and everything, and just because he feels that he's a woman. Two different things there. Two different things. If they want to get technical like that, they should have it to where we could pass through legislation where we give them a trans bathroom, a men's bathroom, a woman's bathroom, and then the trans bathroom. But the issue is you need to be asking yourself, why do they want to share spaces with these women? And I made a video earlier damning Planet Fitness for what they did. Why is it that we always see these men want to go into these women's spaces, but you don't see women trying to go into men's spaces? Oh man, y'all, I don't see women ever trying to come into the locker room when we're at the Y, when we're at the swimming pool. I don't see women trying to force their way and want to come in there and just take off their clothes in front of a bunch of men. Why not? Because there's going to be some men that's going to be like, oh man, woo. Then what can you do? I went into the soccer room and these men what? These men complimented you on your manly body. They complimented you on your manly body, lady. See what I'm saying? That's what you're going to get. Men going into a women's locker room, it's, oh my God, ew, nasty, as it should be. But I'm just telling you, I'm being realistic. That's what you would get if, y'all, come on now. Ladies, if you are a lesbian, I'm telling you right now, you can look as butch as you want. You can look as butch as you want to. You go into a locker room where a bunch of men are in and you strip down butt naked. All those men don't see nothing but something they can smash, unless you just got like one of those Hank Hill bodies. Like if you got one of them bodies where your booty like is pinched at the, I'm just saying. I'm being real. You don't see none of those women doing that, do y'all? You never see any of those women fighting to get into a man's locker room, because men gonna let you know, yeah, come on in here. Men gonna be sitting there, all the men gonna be in there naked. Just and next thing you know, and you know what's gonna kick in? That real woman in you. What are y'all doing? What is wrong with y'all? What is wrong? What is wrong with us? Ain't nothing wrong with us. Seems to be working right to us. What's are we trying to figure out what's wrong with you? Do you know where you at, young woman? Anyway, let's get back to the video.
I mentioned nothing about. I mentioned nothing about. No. What I have a problem with is I don't want to see a naked man's genitalia. I'm married. I have a husband. You think my husband wants me seeing another naked man while he also gets to simultaneously, non-consensually at that, get to see me naked? No way. That goes against my values as a Christian. That goes against my values as a married woman. No way. That's what I have a problem with. It has nothing to do with his sexual orientation. I don't know if Thomas likes men or women or what, but. Right.
I want to play a clip, Riley. This is you on Joe Rogan 12 days ago, which you talked about another aspect of the Lia Thomas story.
Who knows?
But
yes.
But at the time. So yeah. You're a
history. Look, I don't think the reason why I don't get as worked up or upset about this is because I recognize society's flaw. They have given mentally unwell people the status of being right. They've given the status of validating their delusions, and in other ways compelling us to validate those delusions. I'm not offended by Dylan Mulvaney. It doesn't offend me because this is a mentally unwell person. Why should I be offended that this person is trolling? I actually think a lot of conservative stations make the mistake of giving people like Dylan Mulvaney the publicity that he craves. Because I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm looking at a mentally well person. That's a lie. I'm not going to do that.
You're gatekeeping womanhood, which is the most manly thing you could possibly do. So
you were educated at the expense of the British taxpayer. You were educated at the expense of the British taxpayer, and you don't know the difference between a man and a woman. Are you serious?
You cannot compel people to use
I'm not compelling people, but I want people to be kind.
I am kind. I'm lovely.
You're calling her mentally unwell.
He is mentally unwell.
That's very unkind.
Excuse me, I'm
Everyone
sorry.
on this panel so far has had zero empathy for any of the people.
Wait, sir. Listen, look at him, y'all. Look at him, sir. Are you usurping your patriarchy to overtalk this woman right now, sir? See, you can't even look, y'all. This is what I love about this. You can't even help it. Nature does not lie. Look what he's doing right now. That manly nature is kicking in on him to be overshadowing, over talking a woman, overpowering her, mansplaining, sir. You talk. That's what I love about this. You can do all this stuff all you want to. You can try to formulate any ideology or narrative that you want to, but you are not going to win against nature. I don't care what you cut off and what you put in it. You are not going to change nature. That's why they have to put you on medications and things like that, because your natural body's systems inside, physiologically, molecularly, will sit there and continuously make you and continuously make you thrive for what you are, which is a man or a woman. Your body does not care about what you think. It's going to continue to carry out the processes that it was designed to do. Designed to do. I don't know what y'all beliefs is. That's really not my prerogative to think about that, but I'm telling you right now, the fact that I said that though you are not going to be able to change out the functionality, what goes on in you physiologically in your body. Why? Because your body was made to function a certain way based off of how it was created. And if it was created, that means there is a creator. If I am a person right now looking at you guys right now, and let's just say, for example, I have what we call an eraser. I have a dry eraser board. Guess what? The person that created this particular material for this dry, guess what they made this dry eraser to do? They made this to erase. They made it to erase this particular type of marker. If I take a permanent marker and write on this board, this eraser is not going to erase a permanent marker. You want to know why? Because this eraser was created and designed and made to erase off of this type of marker, off of the dry erase marker, period. So no matter how you try to switch it up and change it up, this thing right here, you can say that it is a this, it is a that, blah, 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 blah. Its function is still going to be to only be able to erase dry eraser markers, period. Y'all follow me? Anyway, so yeah, this guy just completely nailed himself in the coffin. And at the same time, look how I love it. I would see when I get into like type of I don't want to say, when I get into situations like this and I'm talking to people like this, I let them know, I clap for them. I'm like, look at that. I applaud you, sir. Look how your nature is coming out. You are a man and it's showing right now. All the things this dude is saying, it naturally just came out of him. Look at that. Let's get back to it.
We're discussing.
You don't want to hear other people's opinions.
Then Riley has
you don't want to hear other people's opinions.
Yeah, Brandon, come.
I'm humbly asking.
What do you want, Trump? Let's get back to it.
To my father.
Everyone has an opinion. You may not like the opinion, which is fine. I don't agree with you.
Where's the love?
This is what I'm talking about. This is what they do. Where's the love? Where's the righteousness? Where is the quit trying to see? I told you, this is what they do to try to deflect from the truth. But like I said, my good buddy Brandon Tatum, he's not gonna let him do it. Me and Brandon Tatum have had many conversations and all this about certain things like this. He's not gonna let him do it. He's not gonna let him do it at all. At least I hope he don't. I'm not. Well, he's not. I don't think he is.
It's not lying.
You think love is lying to people and deceiving people. I think love is telling people the truth and being consistent across the board. Dylan Mulvaney is crazy.
Where's the dignity?
Now let me tell you this.
Where's the respect?
Let's put this in perspective.
Where's the respect?
Because I think people get caught up in the gender role thing. Just imagine if a person was white and decided to identify as black and did all of these crazy things.
This argument has been had so many times.
Listen, that they did stereotypically what black people would do. We would be outraged.
We would.
It would be a sham.
I agree.
We would not accept it. And so we shouldn't do that. What
got him? What do you I don't know if y'all caught that. Brandon Tatum pretty much said, what if a white person decide to identify as being black and start doing all the stereotypical things that black people do? Yeah, it would be complete outrage. So the point is, in order for you as a white person to claim to be black and identify as being black and start to do all the stereotypical things that you think that black people do, you would have to pretend. You would have to fake it. And again, what Dylan Mulvaney is doing, everything he is doing is fake. God, dude, hold on. Do I have to do it? You better hope. I don't think it's up here. Y'all know what I was getting ready to do, don't y'all? Boy, I was about to whip out that Justin Bieber wig and throw it on. But y'all, people that follow my channel know that I've done this for a long time, and I throw my little comedy segments in there. But you can sit there and pretend to be anything you want to be. You can pretend to be anything you want to be. All of us have been children before. Give me a second here. Make sure y'all hit that like button while y'all in here. Again, if you are in here right now, hit that like button for me right now so this video can be circulated within the YouTube algorithm. Appreciate it if you do that. But I can sit here right now and just go, all right, guys. So like just right now, this is what happened. Listen, guys, I just completely just right now, like when it gets past 10:30, like I don't know what happens, but like this whole thing just completely takes over me. And I'm just like, oh my God. So this is why I usually don't go live at night, guys. And I don't post videos really late because if I do, this is what happens. This is the real me. Hi, Skittle rainbows and unicorns, darlings. Skittle rainbows and unicorns. Yes, honey. So let me see what's going on here. Okay. Rope said this panelist solid gold. Thank you. Thank you. Solid gold. Solid gold. Everybody that's in here right now, do me a favor. I need a favor because, oh my God, guys. My progesterone inside of me and the estrogen is rising up. But if you guys would all please, can we all give me a Skittle rainbows and unicorns? Come on, give me the emojis of Skittle rainbows and unicorns. Pretend, acting, faking. That's literally what it is. That's literally what it is. Trust me, as a person that grew up in the only type of entertainment that we had in the projects, we played games called Make Me Laugh, and then I was really good at impersonating people. You know how to put a fake on. Now imagine if I literally did what I just did to y'all and I just played into that and I went to work and I'm talking about this is the new me. I put some pumps on and all that. It's a shame that people would just instantly accept that. They wouldn't say like, well, my real friends would be like, hold on, man, what's going on with y'all? Y'all literally putting the rainbows and unicorns. But no, if I did that and went to work and people would instantly just go, whoa, man, that's great, Ty. That's what we're talking about, Ty. I'm so glad that you came. Oh, Ty, that is so great. You're so brave. Then there's going to be people who are my real friends. They're going to be like, bro, what's going on with you? What happened? What are you doing right now, Ty? Have you lost it? That's what real friends would do. Why? Because they know that that's not me. They know that's not who I am. They know that's not how I act. They know that I just did nothing more than pretend and played right on into it. So anyway, let's get back into this. Let's get back into this video.
What Dylan Mulvaney is doing is people get caught up in the gender role thing. Just imagine if a person was white and decided to identify as black and did all of these crazy things.
This argument has been had so many times.
Listen, that they did stereotypically what black people would do. We would be outraged.
We would.
It would be a sham.
I agree.
We would not accept it. And so we shouldn't do that. What Dylan Mulvaney is doing is wearing women face. The person is not a woman. He's not trying to be a woman. He's impersonating.
Honestly, like I can't continue to sit here listening to this absolute nonsense. Riley, I want to ask you a question because a lot of this is to do with sport and how you feel it's
Wait. See, this is the type of thing I'm talking about. See, the type of person that I am, I'm going to show y'all something real quick here, okay? Check this out. Watch this. This is what happens when you bring truth to people a lot of times. This is what they do. Watch this.
Gender role thing. Just imagine if a person was white, not trying to be a woman, he's impersonating.
Honestly, like I can't continue to sit here listening to this absolute nonsense. Riley, I want to ask you.
Boom. I'm like, no, sir, no, we're not going to ask Riley. See, look what happened. When a masculine man, such as Brandon Tatum, come at them like Brandon Tatum is coming, look what happens. Alpha male shutting down a beta male. Shutting him down. And what does he do? Tuck his tail. I can't listen to this nonsense. I can't. Let me go to somebody who I feel is a weaker vessel. Let me go to Riley Gaines. Y'all notice that? See, I'm the type of person. Oh, no, time out, bro. You ain't got. Wait, what about what I just said to you? You just gonna skip over what I said to you? Are you being racist right? See, I'll play that game with them. Are you being racist right now? Oh, you don't want to hear what a black man got to say, right? But you hear what a white woman has to say. Are you racist, sir? Huh? Are you racist? Even when a black woman started to speak, you started to shut her down. So you got a problem with black people? Huh? Now, I'm not saying that he do, but this is what I would do to them because I'm not about to let you get away from these facts I just hit you with. I'm not letting you off that easy where you can just blow me up and then say, okay, so anyway, Riley. No, argue my point, sir. Argue the points that I just made. Instead, I'm not going to listen to this nonsense. I'm just not. So I got a question for Riley. Woo, that's what I'm talking about. Piers, you don't want me on your show. No, you don't want me on your show, Piers. I will reel them right back in. You're not getting away with that. You're not getting away with that, sir. See, why are you calling me sir? Because you a dude. But where's the love? Dude, I'm telling you, love is truth, and I'm telling you the truth. Where's the kindness? I'm being kind. This is actually me really being kind. You haven't seen me actually not being kind. You wouldn't like that at all. This is a kind person. You see what I'm saying? Don't you want to play these games? I'll play them right back at you and do it worse to where I will get in your head. Anyway, keep it rolling, folks. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me if you don't mind. Hit the like button, folks. Where are we at? This is huge. Okay, there we go. Let's go.
Good question, because a lot of this is to do with sport and how you feel it's unfair because you're up against people with
unfair.
A bigger body, right? So do you think it's unfair that someone who's taller than you or has more strength than you can be in the same team? Is that the argument we're making here? Is that what's unfair?
I think it's to do with the chromosomes, but I'll let Riley answer that.
The conclusion you're drawing, let's look at this for what it is. A man, on average, you take any sport, you take track and field, you take swimming. Swimming is the sport I played. Let's look at swimming. Across the field consistently, if you look at the world record against the men on the men's side versus the world record on the women's side, consistently that athletic performance gap is 10 to 12%. Someone being a few inches taller than me, it does not make up for that 10 to 12% performance gap we're talking about by having a man competing against a woman. Of course, there are natural advantages that people possess, but what we're talking about specifically here is beyond comparison to what the conclusion you're drawing right now.
The conclusion I'm drawing is that we should just get rid of gender altogether, and we should have sports based on body metrics, because then
you would like to have the Olympic. So just to be clear, the Olympic Games, you'd have gender neutral.
Yes, I would, because the only reason.
Oh my God, man! Come, you know what, y'all? Listen. Let's go. Let's go. Let's put y'all, I'm just telling y'all right now, it's going to be unfair, but I think that look, I'm just being honest. I think this has to happen to prove a point. Let's put these men in all these women's sports and let's completely blow them out. So then they would have to push stuff through legislation because these women are going to lose. And it's really sad. Where are all the Me Too? Huh? We're all the feminists. We're all the ones, we fought to have our own spaces. We fought to have equal rights. We fought to have our own sports. We fought, and now y'all fought to put us right back in y'all spaces. And now we're dominating you guys in your spaces. I don't care what you do. Well, if you're taking if you're taking hormone medication, dude, it's not gonna have nothing. I'm telling you, I'm in medicine. I know this. I don't care what you take. If you're taking hormone, estrogen, and all that stuff like that, your body has natural processes in it. As long as you got those balls, long as you have testicles, which is where the testosterone is going to be made and pumping out and all over your body, you are still going to be a dominant factor as a man. They give you hormone therapy, blah, blah, blah. It might change some things and all this and that, but it's not going to war against that nature. Nature is going to win. That's why if you stop taking hormone therapy pills, depends on what age you are. As a man, you take hormone therapy pill, the minute you get off of them, testosterone comes back. That's why they're trying to give it to these children before these children reach puberty, because they can block those processes from happening. They can chemically castrate them. And the reason why we say chemically castrate, why do you think we call it that? Because the testosterone is made from the testes. It's not something that just come out of the body, folks. I'm letting y'all know that. That's where it comes from, and that's why they want to do this to young boys at an early age. If not, they want to do something to where they can cause the men's testicles to shrink, Maybe you guys get them completely taken all the way out, completely. That's why when men get vasectomies, they keep the testicles in there so you can continuously have testosterone being made. I know they're not going to tell y'all this, but this is what we see in the hospital. This is what we get in the hospitals and places all the time. Dude, and lost his mind, man. I would love to have been on this show. Tatum, I would love to have been on this show, man.
Riley, surely you agree the only
would
reason women's
struggle.
sport exists is because men were gatekeeping sport for so long and then finally said, you know what, fine, have your own. But really, if we just remove
How many biological women?
If we remove gender from sports, please let me finish my point, then we won't have this issue. Safety won't be an issue.
I'm
we
sorry.
can make sure that everyone has a fair chance.
That is so
competing
James,
together.
that is so spectacularly ill-informed and dumb.
Well, is it, Riley?
Wait, are you saying we should?
If you have a gender-neutral Olympics, no biological women would win a gold medal.
Let me just add a point. Are you saying that we should get rid of men and women's sports altogether?
Similar body types, body metrics, bone index.
That makes no sense. You clearly have never played sports before.
No. Thank you, Brandon. Y'all heard what Brandon said? Tatum said, you clearly have not played sports before. Y'all, let's do it. The Olympics coming up. Let's do it, man. Make it all neutral. Women are not going to be coming home with any medals except for possibly gymnastics, like on the little horse thingy majig. You know that little thing like Simone Biles? I don't even know what it's called. Is it called the horse? I'm thinking the women might take it on that right there because, you know, the men bodies and all that, shoulders all wide. I don't know how men going to be. I'm just telling you. I don't know what else from in the Olympic sports that women would be able to take it in. I don't see them take. Y'all would have no medals except for on the horse. I'm just saying, let's do it. Make a gender neutral Olympics. Man, I told y'all right now, I'm still in good shape right now at 42 years old. I should just go and identify as a woman and go join like a female professional league, maybe the WNBA. I'll be in there like Joanna Man. And I will kill those women right now. I don't care what y'all say. I will kill those ladies right now at 42 years old. I don't know those young girls. I will kill those women. Plain and simple. This dude is being ridiculous, man. You like doing what I'm saying? The reason why I love him to keep on talking and doing things like this is because you get to hear how ridiculous they sound. They sound so ridiculous, man. It just doesn't even make any sense.
Are you?
He's never
index.
That makes no sense. You clearly have never played sports before.
Are you?
He's never really played sports before.
Are you saying that we should get rid of sporting categories altogether and have just one big pool?
No, I'm saying people should compete against people that have a similar body type so that it's fairer.
That makes no sense. You've never played sports before.
So if you're talking about getting rid of,
I've come up with a solution for the problem that doesn't exist.
No, you haven't. You just don't understand it. There is no comparison between the bone density. You just don't understand it. There is no comparison.
Okay, y'all, look, I'm about to mess with y'all on this. I'm about to mess with you guys on this. Hey, you know how some of y'all be sending me videos and I don't fall for it. When y'all be talking about reptilian, I'm gonna make this screen bigger and I want y'all to pay attention to this dude. Pay attention to this man's eye. Is it just me? But pay attention to this dude's eye when he blinks right here. What happened here?
No, you haven't.
See, I do this weird thing where I watch body language. Watch his right eye.
I've come up with a solution for the problem that doesn't exist.
No, you haven't. You just don't understand it.
What was that?
For the problem that doesn't exist.
No, you haven't. You just don't.
Okay, that was weird. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I'm just messing with you. I just want to throw a little caveat. Make sure y'all hit the like button right now. Hit that like button, folks. There are 500 and some odd people in here, and only about 300 some likes. So we definitely need to get those likes up. But let's get back to this video, man. This is wild, man. I love it though.
Understand it. There is no comparison between the bone density.
See, that is weird. Look at that.
There is no comparison.
When he say you don't understand the eye, look at his eye. It's weird.
Doesn't exist.
No, you haven't. You just don't understand it.
Watch right here.
There is no comparison between the bone density and body mass of males and females. That's why they separate the sexes in sports.
That's
because biological males would destroy biological females. There's a reason they separate them.
If you're saying that we should get rid of sporting categories altogether, do you support the idea of eliminating the Paralympics versus the Olympics?
I think that's a really great question, and
my God,
I need to look into that because actually.
I'm sorry. Y'all did y'all catch look, did y'all catch that? We need to look into to see if us athletes should be competing with Paralympics. You might as well toss in the Special Olympics too, because there's no difference. Oh my God. Now, this is what I'm talking about. My Jesus Christ. If he is that delusional, and you just want to look at him like, what? If you give him that type of look, why would you believe anything he's saying when he can't even look at the basic fundamental bodily types between men and women biologically? How would you be able to take anything else he says when he can't even look at it from a physical standpoint? You really think that us tier top athletes, it would be fair game to compete against para? This is, man. Yep, there it is. That's letting you know that they are completely delusional. And that's why they're laughing at him. He just made himself look ridiculous.
Great question. And
my God.
I need to look into that because, as you say,
The conundrum.
Paralympians to compete against
I would imagine not.
It
to be
always
honest,
twists back
you are
on
a
itself.
total.
but
It
maybe
always
that's the
does.
point. Maybe that's the point.
The point is you never
That's
play
very.
sport. have you?
That's very.
You ever play
see,
sport?
Ablephobic.
Hang on.
That is incredibly
I think we're all
ablephobic.
wondering. Hang on. Time out. I want to ask James one simple
Are
question.
you saying people who are
James, have you
disabled
ever played
don't
sport at
deserve
all?
a chance?
No, of course I haven't
He's
played
never
sport.
played sport
Do I look
in
like
his
a person
life.
that's into sport?
What he wants
No.
is Paralympians taking on
No, I
Olympians.
don't want that. I
He
want
wants to have
everyone to
gender
be
neutral
safe. I
Olympics.
want everyone to be
Honestly,
happy. I want everyone to be treated with dignity and respect.
None of this.
Actually,
So this is what I would this is what I would propose. This is what I would propose. I would propose that I've never boxed in my life. That dude never boxed in his life. Me and him should just get in the ring, just hash it out and just see, let the chips fall where they may. Or let him fall where he may. How you think that's gonna work out? This, y'all, again, delusion. Complete, utter delusion, man. I gotta go live more often. I have fun with y'all while y'all ain't here. This is, whew. Y'all would love to see some of the debates I go to. Y'all would have a ball. And at the end, though, I always make sure I'm shaking the hands and still showing love to them and everything like that. But when it's time to go, I'm going. I'm not going to hold nothing back. And it is entertaining, but that's part of my character. I don't do it on purpose. It's me throwing shots and throwing like a little comedic part in there. That's just always been a part of my makeup.
You don't. You want unfairness and inequality to rage
absolutely
and ruin women's sport
irrevocably. You just had to go at me about that.
You've just said a load of crap.
Well, so have you.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
I understand physiology and sport.
Well, good for you.
You don't.
Good for you, but you don't understand loving a human being.
I told you. That's all they got. You don't understand love. You don't understand kindness. You don't understand gentleness, do you? You might understand physiology and all. You might understand sports better than I do because I never play, but you don't understand love, do you? Where's the love? The love. The love. The love. Dude, that's your argument? Your argument is the love? Man. See, that's what I'm saying. One of the things, the reason why I'm saying this to you guys is this. You know, one of the ways that you can completely like shock a baby's neurological systems with the cranial nerves, when the baby starts, and you go, and the baby will look at you and like they will stop, and then you show the baby what they look like, and the baby just stop and look at you like. The reason I'm saying that is because this is what I do to them. When they start to, where's the love? I do it right back at them. I'm showing you love. I'm showing you love, but you're not accepting my love. And since you're not accepting my love, you're a lovophobic. Yes, I'm showing you what you look like to us. And if I look ridiculous to you, then imagine what you look like to us. We want to tell you why you look ridiculous to us, because you're faking it. Dylan Mulvaney is faking it. I have family members who are gay. I have friends I grew up with who are gay. Ever since we were little, they always had this femininity about them as far as their temperament goes. But what you see when somebody is completely over the top, women don't even act like that. I'm sure about girl. What you got? Look at those shoes, girl. I don't see any women doing that. I don't see it, and then the way they have to talk, and because in this and see this and excuse me. Knowing your testosterone has your voice talking just like this, but you gotta be the one to elevate it up to this, so you can be different. Oh my God, see what I'm saying? That's what they do. You go way beyond what you're supposed to do. I don't even look. Y'all, even women who are butch, most of the time the women that we call butch is because they look like, I work with somebody, everybody, she is like one of the greatest friends, and me and this woman crack jokes, and she's watching, she know what I'm talking about. Me and this woman hit it off so good. She knows who she is. We crack jokes. She's probably listening. She knows who she is, and we talk about this all the time. When people see her, they always would come off to the side and ask, hey, is that a man or a woman? Because of her facial features and everything. And because the way she wear her clothes, she cover up the tatas and everything like that. She wears baggy clothes. And so they'll say, is that a man or a woman? Oh, that's a woman. Oh, okay. I just didn't know because, but the reason why I'm saying that is this. I never seen her try to go all flame. I've never seen any woman try to go over the top butch. Like when they come around, they go, hey, how's it going, fellas? Yeah, hey, give me some skin, bro. Fist bump. Yeah, brother. Yeah. Hey, man, what's going on, man? What we're doing, bros? I don't see any women going like over the top. Why? Because men don't act like that. And not only that, because I'm just being real with y'all. This is something that a lot of y'all don't understand. This is why, y'all, if you really tap into who we are as men and women, we are so beautiful and so unique in our demeanor, in our mindsets. Like right now, if I was to ask any man in this conversation right now, if I asked any man in this chat right now, if you walked into it, men, if there are any men listening right now, check this out. If you walked into a men's bathroom and there are like 5 urinals against the wall, if you walk into a bathroom and you see a man at the first urinal and all the other 4 are open, which urinal are you going to go to? Watch this, ladies. This is off the top. Again, there's 5 wall urinals in the bathroom. You walk in the bathroom, there is a man at urinal number 1. You have the choice between 2, 3, 4, and 5. Which urinal are you going to pick, men? Okay. So let's check this out. Look what some of the men in here have already said. Look at this. Look at this. Mike Smith says 3rd. No Filter says the far side. Look, D Witt. I'm going to the last one. Look, who that? Number 5. No Filter, number 5. Look at that. As far away as possible. I'm going to number 5. Number 5. Look at this. Number 5. Furthest away. Number 5. 5. Look, somebody said 9. Look at this. Now, this is what's amazing about this. This is what I'm telling you. This is what makes us all so beautiful and unique. We weren't taught that. I was not taught that. It's like it's this crazy thing that goes on inside of us to where we like, I'm not sharing my space. It has nothing to do with us. He might try to peek at me. No, it's just this crazy natural occurrence that occur in men. Like, I'm not about to be next to a dude at all. It's almost like it's territorial, like we marking our territory. And I'm not about to mark my territory. I don't know if it's like an instinct type thing, but we men, we don't do that. We don't just go right there. Not on that, we don't even talk to each other. We don't go in there peeing and hey, how's the day going? Bro, don't talk. We don't even talk to each other in the bathroom. But you women, y'all would go in the bathroom and be in the stall and y'all would be talking to each other. Y'all washing y'all hands, y'all talking, oh my God, isn't it a great day? We men, we don't look. We will keep silent in the bathroom. But when we get outside the bathroom, then we'll, hey, man, do you see how dirty the floor was? Yeah, I wonder who threw all. I don't know why, but it is a natural thing that we men do. I am 42 years old. I never once had a conversation with a man in the bathroom. The most I've ever done, if we go in there, if he's coming out the door and I'm coming in, the most we ever do, oh, excuse me. But as soon as we go in there, we looking straight at we sitting there like, We sitting there like this. Wash our hands and we get out. So what I'm saying that for is that is a beautiful thing. It's not taught to us, but it's something about our makeup that just has us do that. That's what we do. There's nothing wrong with that. But what they want to do, they want to take all that stuff away from us. They want to emasculate man, period. So what I'm saying that for is that even with that, as being men, the fact that we actually have that universal, untaught instinct awareness, we do the same thing. We for no reason, a lot of us men, we size each other up. We size each other up. We walk to a store and we see different people in there. We look at a man. Yeah, if something was to go down, I can take him. Yeah, if something was to go down, I think, you know, he might give me a run for my money, but I can take him. We just do that for no reason. Now, what I'm saying that for is this. A lot of my mentees and a lot of the men that I go to church with, I told them this. I said, hey, when you see two women together who are, you know, lesbian, and you see them and both of the women are very feminine looking, no, neither one of them is trying to be a butch. Do y'all have like a sense of, you know, at that? They're like, no, not really. I said, now, when you see a feminine woman with another woman and that woman is butch looking, do you get this thought in your head like, I would floor you, like I would knock you out? And all the men are like, yeah, I don't know why I think that. Exactly. Because that's something that we naturally do. Even when we do it with other men, we just instantly, it's not like we're trying to be like, you know, violent or anything like that. But we just instantly just have this thing to where we size each other up. And I told my wife, I said, I cannot help it. It's just in us to do this. I asked the same question to my 22-year-old son and my 20-year-old son. When you see a woman and she's gay and she's with another woman, that woman is butch, do you instantly get this thing in your head like, please, like I'll knock you? They're like, yeah, why do we do it? Exactly. That is our makeup. Now, women don't do that. Women, y'all don't go around and be like, oh, I would knock her out. Y'all don't do that, do y'all? Y'all looking at the shoes, her shape and all that, comparing her shape to y'all's and wondering if we looking at her shape and all. Y'all do all that. We don't. And that's what makes it so beautiful, is that we are completely genetically made up different, and we should celebrate that. But no, you been too toxic masculinity. You toxic masculinity, please. Please. Toxic masculinity in my butt. This dude right here on the panel right now with Piers Morgan, he probably sit down to pee. Let me stop. Let's finish this off, y'all.
We wouldn't be having all of this.
I understand it enough. I've got 3 sons and a daughter, and they don't play sport together in a fair way.
Where's the dignity?
We wouldn't be having.
Right, wait, let's move on. I want to discuss a couple of other things before we finish. One is Oprah Winfrey. We may even get some agreement on this. We might do. Oprah Winfrey's fought back tears because she was basically caught taking these weight loss drugs, Ozempic, I think. She said it stopped her blaming herself for being unable to control her body shape with willpower. Of course, she was the front woman for Weight Watchers and had to give that up. But when she was caught not actually doing anything the Weight Watchers tells her to do, but basically taking a tablet to lose weight. I want to play the clip of Oprah talking about this.
I took on the shame that the world gave to me. For 25 years, making fun of my weight was national sport. And then I read the headline that Mr. Blackwell, the tastemaker of the time, called me bumpy, lumpy, and downright dumpy. Because when I tell you how many times I have blamed myself, because you think I'm smart enough to figure this out, and then to hear all along, it's you fighting your brain.
Now, the point, Esther, about this is I'm afraid I like Oprah, known her a bit over the years, but she was caught basically defrauding the world, right? Because she was a spokeswoman for Weight Watchers, and yet quietly and secretly, and denied it, actually, she was taking one of these weight loss drugs. We think it may have been Ozempic. It was something similar if it wasn't. But she was just caught.
Well, she's playing the same game that all celebrities do. She's following the money. You would never hear her talking about this if there wasn't a paycheck at the end of it. So I don't actually begrudge her for this. What I do begrudge her for is trying to play the victim and saying that I've taken on the burdens that the world has put on me. It's my fault. It is your fault. You choose what goes into your mouth and how much exercise you do. I don't believe in validating people's, and this goes back to Dylan Mulvaney, people's delusions, right? Things are black and white. your actions related to your weight are directly because of what your diet and lifestyle. And I'm sorry, you can't blame anyone for that. You can sign a 12 million pound check and advertise for Ozempic if you want to, but don't lie to the public or pretend like we're stupid.
Yeah, Brandon, I mean, to me, it was the deceit and the hypocrisy. And I think it's been pretty damaging to Oprah, this. And no amount of her tears, pretty crocodile tears, I think, no amount of that is going to change my view that on this one, she really pulled a fast one on the public. And in particular, all those women that looked up to her and were following what they thought she represented, Weight Watchers, and their guide to how you lose weight, when in fact she was popping these pills secretly behind everyone's back.
This is what they do. You know, she only cried when she got caught. She didn't cry when she was taking those Ozempic pills or whatever the case may be. And then they try to change language. She says she can't change her body shape. Yeah, nobody can change your body shape, but you can change your body weight depending on what you eat. Are you in a caloric deficit or not? Are you working out or not? But she was saying she was working out, giving these young women false hope. And she did it to them. She should be ashamed of herself. But instead of taking responsibility, which I would have said, fine, you took responsibility. We know people cheat, people do stuff. She made it about her and became the victim. Lady, nobody's putting pressure on you about your weight. That only comes from within. I don't care how much I weigh. And if I don't care how much I weigh, that's on me. That ain't have nothing to do with society. So she should be ashamed of herself. But this is what celebrities do. They only cry when they get caught.
Yeah. Riley, your thoughts on this?
Look, I don't really have a problem with someone taking Ozempic. There's been a lot of people in my life, people who I know and love, who have resorted to Ozempic, people who I know work hard. I know they exercise. I know they try and eat right, all the things, who had a harder time losing weight, and they've been able to keep the weight off with Ozempic. So I mean, you know, not necessarily my cup of tea, but by all means, I guess, as long as, you know, looking at long-term effects and different things. I don't think we know those yet. Again, why I would never participate. And granted, I'm healthy, I'm fit, I'm active. So I don't have a problem with Ozempic, but just as you all said, I have a problem with deceiving the public, you know, getting people to buy in wholeheartedly into this program, into what she's trying to sell here, which again, bottom line, what she's trying to do is trying to sell something. That's what I have a problem with.
Let me come and see if we can finally reach a point of consensus, because not even you, James Barr, surely could say that what Oprah has done here is honorable, has integrity, or isn't anything other than a massive deception.
This is a woman who's had to live with so much shame about her body for her whole life.
So she's a victim.
And now you are trying to give her more shame.
Yes.
What the hell?
Yes.
What is wrong with all of you horrible trolls?
Wow.
Leave Oprah alone. My God, who
She
cares?
admitted to lying.
Guess what? She
Oprah was
admitted
being
to it.
paid tens of millions
You're
to
just
promote weight.
you know,
A massive deception.
This is a woman who's had to live with so much shame about her body for her whole
So she's
life,
a victim.
and now you are trying to give her more shame.
Yeah.
What the hell is wrong with all of you horrible trolls?
Wow.
Leave Oprah alone. My God, who
She
cares?
admitted to lying.
Guess what? She
Oprah was
admitted
being
to
paid
it.
tens of millions.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you are seeing right here is a pattern of no accountability. Absolutely 100% no accountability. Are you serious? She's been dealing with her body for so long, and she's been under the amount of shame, and you guys are making it. Yes. Bro, this is what gets me about a lot of people like this. See, this stuff don't work on me. The daddy instincts kick in. You can do all this, but it's all about what you did. We're not talking about what shame you lived with. We're talking about the fact that you deceived people, you lied to people, you hurt people, you made people spend money on diet options and thinking that they were doing what you were doing all along. You were lying to them. You are a hypocrite. And yes, you should be held accountable for it. There is no, see, what I didn't understand is that what I was fighting against is my brain. No, you won, Oprah. You are fat because you love food. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. You love food. Any of you out there that are fat, you love food. No, Todd, some body types bull crap. You believe you really believe that? You really believe that you just fat because you fat? I don't even be eating that much and I'm just fat. Bull crap. Absolutely physiologically impossible for you to be completely fat and you don't eat unless you got extreme elephantitis or lymphedema. I do this, folks. I do this. I've done weight, sports medicine, orthopedics, man, geriatrics, pediatrics, neuro, strokes, the whole playing field. when it comes to certain issues like this, if in the medical world, if we can stamp something in the medical world and call it a disease and give it a diagnosis and claim that is some shape, form, or fashion a illness, we can treat it medicinally with pharmaceuticals, which means cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. You take this medication and all this different stuff that they're giving you for your obesity disease that you all of a sudden have, and all of a sudden your bodily systems start to shut down. Going to keep you on the medicines and keep you a lifelong drug head for the rest of your life, fighting your morbid obese disease while all along banking money off your insurance. Mic drop. That's it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. I just told you all the recipe to this. That's why right now, when it comes to what we seeing going on here, when it comes to dealing with people who are so-called having certain illnesses, right? If you have a certain illness, if they can call it that, pass through legislation, they can begin to treat that illness medicinally. That's why right now, what is the biggest thing y'all see trending right now? What is the biggest thing y'all see trending? Mental illness. Mental illness. Now children can identify to be what they want to be, all these different things, right? They can identify to be what they want to be, right? And in doing so, all of a sudden, if you are able to go have your doctor diagnose this as you having some shape, form, or fashion of some sort of illness or anything like that, and then all of a sudden, that illness can begin to be treated with pharmaceuticals. Plain and simple. That's it. That you can treat it with pharmaceuticals. And the thing is, if the pharmaceuticals are there to indeed help you with the issue that you got going on, why do you have to continuously take it? I'm going to get a little bit more on that, ladies and gentlemen, but we're going to finish this video out real quick. It's almost at the end.
Do you know what? No, what this really is that you still are angry at Oprah for destroying your beloved royal family by sitting down with Meghan and Harry, and it's just
Oprah
a lazy attack.
Oprah did my first show at CNN. Couldn't have been nicer to me. I've always got on great with Oprah.
What a backstabbing bitch you are. Because
wow. Hey, James.
Whoa, time out. Whoa.
It's a difficult.
Wait. Y'all hear what he just said?
Heartedly into this program,
who is famously isn't anything other than a massive deception.
This is a woman who's had to live more shame.
Yeah.
What the hell? Who
She
cares?
admitted to lying.
Yes, what? She
Oprah was being
to
paid tens of millions.
You're
to
just
promote
do you know what?
Watchers.
No, what this really is that you still are angry at Oprah for destroying your beloved royal family by sitting down with Meghan and Harry, and it's just
Oprah
a lazy attack.
Oprah did my first show at CNN. Couldn't have been nicer to me. I've always got on great with Oprah.
What a backstabbing bitch you are. Boom,
right there. Right there. What a backstabbing bee you are. Who was the one that just got done saying, where's the love? Where's the kindness? Who is the one that just got done spewing all of that out about love and kindness and you guys are not nice? Who just got done doing all that? I told you, that's what I love about this, because if you allow them to just keep on talking, it comes out. They don't even believe half the crap that they claim that they believe, because look how naturally it flowed out. The very thing that this guy just got done preaching, teaching, crying, and yelling about, look what he turns around to do. He called Piers Morgan a B. How discriminative are you? How dogophobic are you, particularly to female dogs, sir? Oh my God. And not only that, did you just misgender Piers Morgan by referring to him as a female dog when clearly he identifies as a human man? How zoolophobic are you? That's what I'm saying. I would love to have done this. Play the game right back at him. Right back at him.
Because
wow. Hey, James, be kind.
I thought he was
Got it.
You're not
Got
being
him.
kind.
Remember,
Piers.
this is Mr.
Listen,
Kindness.
if you punch down, I
Yes,
will punch
viewers.
back.
Here
I
he
will
is.
punch back.
Here he is, Mr. Be Kind. You backstabbing little bitch.
So did you just do a gay impression of me? That's very
backstabbing little bitch.
I will punch back.
Y'all, guess what? You know what that means? That is about to be something I'm going to keep on, and that's going to be a recorder for me. That is going to be a meme right there. I love that.
Here he is, Mr. Be Kind. You backstabbing little bitch.
So did you just do a gay impression of me? Because that's very
James Barr impression.
That's how you sound.
I didn't even know you were gay.
Your sex
Sure you didn't.
Your sexuality doesn't interest me.
He would assume.
Finally, I want to end with this. James Bond. Apparently, the person tipped to be the new James Bond is Aaron Taylor Johnson, who is, famously, he's married to a director who is 24 years older than him. He took her
Is that the Kick A dude and the dude from Godzilla?
name when they got married. He's a kale eater. I mean, all of this is ringing alarm bells to me, I must say.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, guys, I'm not really interested in this portion of it. I'm not really interested in that part right there, but I just want to thank you guys for all chiming in this late night. Really, really appreciate you guys all being in here. Don't forget to hit that like button. But to summarize this all up, this was a really good show right here. I'm glad Piers Morgan gave them the time to actually go at it like this. You don't see too many shows like this. You know what I mean? And clearly, when I told you guys that whenever you get yourself into a room and you have people in here and in there that are going to come at you a certain type of way with what they feel and think versus facts, stay in there until it all comes out. And again, you saw how this guy, the guy, how he was trying to do everything he possibly can to avoid truth coming at him by being defensive, by deflecting. You're not being kind, you're not being nice, because they don't want the truth. Now, somebody said, okay, thanks for the reminder right here. I just got a little message on my email. Okay. So what I was telling you guys is that in the medical world, if you can diagnose anything, it can be treated medicinally. So what I was saying is that the things that you see training right now with the young kids, if you can sit there and say this child has this particular thing and they identify as this, if they can sit there and say, okay, we diagnosing this, that means we're going to start treating your child medicinally, knowing good and well that if you get a child that early and you chemically castrate them, and now all of a sudden these kids got to be on all types of different medications. Y'all, a lot of them are very highly addictive. And then also on top of the medication, they got to take hormone medication. And on top of the hormone medication, there's something that comes with that called antidepressants. Antidepressants have mostly labels on them that read that it increases your self-deletion rate. So what am I saying that for? They only want money from you. They don't care about you. You're just a number. Your insurance company that you have your insurance through, they don't care about you. You're just a number. That's it. They never see you. They make the determination on what type of treatment you're going to get and what they will and won't pay for. But they sure would tell you better make your payment every month. But they will make a determination on what you will get paid for or what they would pay for on you, period. So the new trend right now, and we're not going to find what we find out right now is that you transition from a male to a female. And you got to have this gaping hole in yourself down there. And you got to keep on putting fake dildos and stuff up yourself to keep the hole from closing. Yes, it's like having the ear pierced. You got to keep it in there. And the more bigger you want your hole to get, you got to put bigger spikes, whatever, in there. That's it. That's what they do down there. Now, that's not natural because guess what? The body knows what is a wound versus something that is a open natural area, like your nares, like your mouth, like your urethra, like your penis hole, like your vajayjay hole. Y'all got two women. Y'all got a vaginal canal and y'all have a urethra too. You also have something called an anus where poop comes out at. Now, you should ask yourself, how come those things don't close up? Because your body doesn't recognize them as a wound. When men go and get transitioned, which is a crazy surgery if you ever see it. And not only that, we had to treat these people after they had this stuff done. And the treatment is crazy. You literally have these stainless steel like type probes that you have to constantly keep up yourself. Because if you don't, the body is going to try to close because the body recognizes it as a wound. It's not a real vajayjay. It won't get moist like one. It doesn't. It's crazy, y'all. Now, I say that to say all this. Through that whole process, the amount of medication that you're going to have to be on, the amount of psychiatric stuff you got to be on, the amount of antidepressants you got to be on is crazy. Only to turn around and increase your self-deletion rate from anywhere from 40 to 70%. So the reason that I'm saying is that the real issue behind that, they're not talking about that to you guys. Yes, self-deletion is the biggest problem that people who suffer from gender dysphoria deals with, because it is a nature versus a nasty, lustful thing. And I'm just keeping it real. I don't hate anybody. Like I told you, I have family and friends who are like that. I have family and friends who are like that, and I just let them know. The good book says you are tempted when you are drawn away by your own lust. If you are a man and you are attracted to men, man, just say that. But don't make it up like this thing that they want you to jump on this bandwagon, that you just have some type of thing that you feel like you are a woman in a man's body because you don't know what it's like to be a woman. Therefore, you can't say that you feel like a woman. If you are a woman and you are attracted to other women, say that. You just like women. But don't make it seem like you were born in the wrong body, because that's the rhetoric they want to give you, or something that's wrong with your chromosome. Because let me tell you something. When we had to take virology, cytology, genealogy, and you learn about things with cells, for example, let me tell y'all something. They tried to tell you one time and sell you this bull crap that the reason why people that were gay, you can look up and see that something is wrong on certain chromosomes, and that's the reason why. Bull crap. Because if something happens on your chromosomes when you are born, there's going to be a physical manifestation of that. For example, Down syndrome. When something happens on that chromosome in a child, we can tell you, looking at that, it's a good chance your child is going to come out and have a Down syndrome. We don't know how severe it's going to be, but they're going to have Down syndrome. And when you look at children who have an issue on that chromosome, we get to see a physical manifestation of that, right, on that chromosome. Yeah. So look at all the children across the world, from whether they're from Indonesia, whether they're from China, whether they're from America, whether they're from Africa. When you see a Down syndrome child, you know when you see a Down syndrome child. So what am I saying that for? If there was something wrong with your chromosome to where this thing said you were supposed to be a woman, but you just turned out to be in a man's body, DNA doesn't work that way. Sorry, it just does not work that way. Anyway, folks, with that being said, make sure you guys all hit that like button. I enjoyed you guys all being there, the haters and such. Nan, I really appreciate what you've been doing. I did see what you were doing, and I really appreciate you, sis. And you did right by that. And I did notice that person is a troll. I'm not going to say their name and give them any acknowledgement, because that's all they want from me. Is someone who hates, they called into the radio station. They know who they are, but they just want some type of acknowledgement from me, and I'm not going to give them that. So Nan, sis, really appreciate you holding it down. Really appreciate you doing it. Everybody, make sure y'all hit that like button before y'all get out of here. All right. Appreciate you all being here. And y'all know how I end my shows, and I really do mean this. I am Ty Smith, modern Renaissance man, and I hope and pray that every last one of you guys have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.